Hello guys, welcome to the final day of the DGR, the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. The ride is actually over and I'm just finishing off with the vlog. Please don't subscribe already or like. Wait till end. If you like it, then only please go ahead and subscribe. I don't know why I even asked for subscription. The Distinguished Gentleman's Ride for Nepal ended on a Saturday. It's because it's a holiday and as usual there's no clamor or clattering of the traffic. And our traffic brothers and uncles will have it easy on this day. The world rides the next day on a Sunday. Similar case, Sunday is a holiday there and it's about the ease of ride there. Here, it's the ease of ride for the traffic. I think that's the main difference. We ride vintage on this day. It's just a day where vintage bikes are allowed on the street for the whole day. And every guy who has a vintage is really enthusiastic for this day. Men are said to be egoistic. There's even a term of male ego for that. I don't know what it means or what it is meant to be. Ego is something different, Freud had said. Sigmund Freud classified ego as the balance between the super and the id. But that's the technical part. More than the show of ego in riding a vintage, I think it's about the ownership. It's about owning something that's quite old and rugged and well maintained, I must say. Well maintained so much that it rides without a problem. Not for long maybe, but just for the day, that's enough.
Anybody here for the first time? Foreign Nepal, on behalf of the Gentleman's Ride, would like to welcome you. We'd like to welcome you to the Gentleman's Ride.
Hello.
Ladies love new stuff. They hardly seem to be attached to the old like men. We love the effort that goes into keeping it running. The clamor, clattering, and the tinkering, and the sputtering of the exhaust is music. This misunderstood ego is very easily played upon by the society. Anyone can handle a single problem. Bring on more, carry on more. If you can handle that, then that makes you a man. These words are very dangerous. These words push kids into developing a kind of a male ego, the stigmatized one, where the men are supposed to be shouldering all the burden. This idea of more the problem, the bigger the man is really wrong. That's absolutely not it. Some studies and some TED Talks have already explained that men are focused on one thing and that is what they perfect. They cannot handle multitasking. We can imagine men going to war and thinking of his girlfriend or wife at home. What would the outcome of war be? It's not war, but we ride on a Saturday. We ride for an hour's solitude of victory in keeping alive a small heart that beats. Some may be 40 years old, some 30, some 20. But the effort has paid up. The government doesn't want these beauties on the street. It's clearly evident on the taxes and the old age stipend that needs to be reimbursed upon the tax, making it very expensive. The bikes are well maintained and would pose no threat to the street or the people there or the vehicles there if only the government had a system of checking these things. Its inability to keep this into check have transformed into total banning, like TikTok. TikTok was banned because the government could not keep it on check. It may have been vulgar, but that had to be checked more than banning the whole thing. The main hero of the day, men's mental health, is something taken very lightly in this event. A psychologist was invited on stage and asking men to open up about their issues. But most of the guys were focused on admiring their bikes or the others' bikes or his bikes or the vintage ones. If only men were allowed to clanker with their tools and get along with their hobbies, they wouldn't be needed to talk about it. We talk to our bikes, it may seem weird, but what is weird? We guys can't even imagine having our face painted daily before going out. Ask that to a female, is it normal? You paint it with a lot of things, but we can't imagine ourselves painting. We just have some cream, some oil, and walk straight out of the door. Yes, ultimately, it is true that opening from the mouth is easier than opening at the hospital. Men, I say, are kids. Why I say this is because of the innate tendency to hold on to things that they love. We can see boys fill their pockets with marbles and stones. That may seem nothing to us, but it's so beautiful for him. He holds on until the day where he actually forgets it, where the society actually pushes him into throwing the stones away because the society tells it it's a stone, it's just a stone. For him, it may have been something worth treasuring, but the society doesn't agree to that. This is where the focus must be shifted to, rather than just coming up onto a stage and then speaking and asking men to speak up. They don't. This wouldn't have been a problem if they actually came up and spoke. We have lost our souls long time ago. We have lost our mind, but we still have some consciousness of a sort. To conclude, men's mental health is something to be taken seriously. A simple saying goes, a healthy mind only exists in a healthy body. We need to take care of other physical things rather than just focusing on what is mental. Mental health only comes with physical health, whether that may be with the prostate or with the thyroid. This DGR has been inspiring for me, not because old bikes or just riding with a gang. Year long there are different ones. There is the Grazier, there is the Aviator, there is the Avenger. But on this day, it's just for my Suzuki.
भने कि
दुईमै छ प्रकाश मरे क्या कि अर्कै बाटो गयो के छ अगाडि हो के